if you are feeling stuck in these loops and you aren't getting anywhere with other modalities of therapy, definitely to try Allura, and her meditations are amazing. And just to see how far I've come in, I think, 3 months is incredible because I've been trying to get to these core roots for probably 10 years and just haven't gotten anywhere close. And yeah, it's amazing to be here and to I feel like I'm on the other side of it.
Imagine discovering a pathway that cuts through the noise of trying to heal, to instead offer you a clear, revolutionary initiation into your most connected, abundant, loved, and purpose-filled self. A place where your dreams transform into personal reality. I'm Allura Halliwell, founder of the Consciousness Method, and it's with deep gratitude that I connect with beautiful souls who have already experienced this transformative method firsthand. They'll share how it has profoundly changed their lives and led them into inner truth. Hi, Liz. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to have this conversation with you about your journey. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here as well.
Let's start at the beginning because I think it's a good place to start so people know where you've come from, what it was like before you joined the mentorship, and how you were feeling so we can kind of get a sense of where you've journeyed from.
Yeah. So my childhood was centered around my mom's mental health, and I've done a lot of different types of therapies before finding you, like talk therapy, EMDR, sound healing. I went on a soul journey. I've done quite a few different ways of trying to kind of get to that inner child and the root of the patterns that were blocking me from feeling like I was living a full life. And I got pretty close with EMDR, and then I hit a kind of stalemate with it where I just couldn't remember certain key memories that would get me to break the patterns. So I took a few years off, and then, yeah, a few things kept coming up in my present day life that I was getting frustrated with and just wondering, why can I not just stop these loops of how I'm reacting to certain things? I know where it's coming from. I know the root, but I couldn't move past it. So someone, a close friend, recommended reaching out to you, and yeah, and so I reached out, and here I am.
And just let's then get to the end point because you've just mentioned so many beautiful things, and then we'll go through all the middle things as well. But how do you feel now? Do you feel like you got that root?
Yes, I feel amazing. I thought there was no way we would ever get there because a lot of it I can't remember. And I think what was great about you is you don't focus on the details of events, which is what I needed. And yeah, I was able to really break through all the pain that was in my past. And I kind of had a bit of an unraveling, which has led me to feeling completely full and, yeah, whole within myself.
Oh, Liz, that word whole. To know that you're feeling whole now, it's just, I know you've always been whole, but just to feel that and embody that and know that that's available, I think that's my ultimate hope for everybody that does this work. So I'm so pleased, so pleased. So let's go into some of the detail around how it's been on some of the different levels. I mean, when we started working together, I remember you kind of saying how you couldn't slow down, like you were always walking, you were always moving, you were always trying to go to the next thing. How was that running in your body? Because we really had to kind of find that survival pattern to get you deeper into the pain.
Yeah. So when I first started, I think I was walking like at least 2 hours a day, just avoiding whatever I was meant to be doing. And I didn't realize I was running. I thought I was being healthy, but I was definitely running from, things that were underneath. And I remember you saying you should really just take 4 days in bed. And I was just thinking, no way am I doing this. I'll have to be really sick and like potentially on bed rest for that to happen. Um, but yeah, it finally did happen recently. And it's been great. I've been really slowing down. I've been able to sit at home and not try to run away. And yeah, I never thought I would get there. And I thought, yeah, in your dreams, am I going to spend days at home doing nothing? But I'm there and I love it.
And how's your nervous system feeling in that?
Yeah, it's been really good. I actually have some scientific evidence that I haven't shared with you yet, but my HRV has gone from a 10 to a 22, which is still quite low, but to happen in just a few weeks, it's been, yeah, cool to see that it's gone up.
I've got goosebumps, Liz.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So happy. And can we go into the space with the work you did with your little one? Because I think for so many people, the inner child work is such a huge piece that people really know they need to do. But sometimes it's hard to meet that part of you and really be with her and really give her what she needed. Did you find there was an element to the work we did that gave you just a better access point to her and to working with her?
Yeah. So because I knew my inner child was what I needed to find to get to the root of my loops, I knew I needed to find her, but I had a lot of resistance towards her. I just wanted her to get over it, get on with it. We have a good life now, just move on. And so I remember doing the pain and fear meditations quite a few times, and I would find her and I would push her away. And then, yeah, after doing them just on repeat, kind of sitting with her, crying through it, I finally found her, and I just remember there I am. And yeah, and we just slowly kind of morphed back into the same person. I remember we were sitting next to each other, and then slowly she entered back into me. And it was a real visual sensation that I was having in these meditations. And I've meditated before, but yeah, the way your meditations are, they really hit differently.
Oh, I'm so glad you can feel that because they're so coded in that quantum space that it makes everything that's ever happened so alive and happening now. So then you can go in there and meet her and merge with her and feel safe with her. And she can feel safe with you as well, which is a two-way relationship.
Yeah, and I think it took me a long time to find her because I was so young. I don't actually have a memory of when that separation happened. Yeah, so it was nice to find her again.
And do you feel the understanding of the concepts that we do in the work around how we split from ourselves and how then we create this unconscious mode of surviving with the core wounds, and then the pain holds the unconscious material and the fear wraps around that, all the things that we've sort of worked through, has that been helpful to give you a framework to understand how to step through everything?
Yeah, definitely. I think when I first started, I could see the patterns and I could see the loops, and I fully understood that, but I couldn't find the root of what was causing the loops. And that's what you helped me get to. And it's funny now when I talk to other people, I can even start to see, okay, this is probably your unloved or your unworthy wound, like, and try to help encourage them to kind of go a bit deeper. Yeah, you just start seeing it everywhere in yourself and the people around you.
It's such a shift of consciousness for sure. And how has that shifted your relationship with your kids? Because I know we went through a journey where you were feeling some overwhelm with your kids. And I know for a lot of mums out there, it's so normal to feel this kind of overwhelm that happens when we're parenting, but we're also reparenting ourselves. So how has that shifted in your perception of your kids and how you've mothered them and how you are mothering them?
Yeah, it's completely shifted. I've seeing when I'm being triggered, I'm seeing more what it's speaking to in myself, and I'm just able to take a breath and sit in that space rather than try to fix whatever's going on. And it's
Wow.
just, yeah, it's made us closer. I've seen my eldest, his nervous system has started to relax a bit as well. And yeah, we're just all flowing a bit more as a family.
So
Yeah.
beautiful. And this work brings up things that are kind of unconscious that you don't really want to look at, and maybe you don't feel safe enough to go into. And then when you go into them, it upgrades everything. And I know you had a big journey just reorientating your marriage as well, which brought up a whole new level of connection for you. Do you mind just sharing a little bit around that? Because I think sometimes, for many of us in relationships, we just get kind of stuck in the same patterning and it's affirming our wounds, but we don't really know how to go through that. And I know we did some work on that. So I'd love you to share a little bit on that.
Yeah. So I guess after doing kind of intense work on the meditations for maybe 2 or 3 months, I kind of got to this point where I left kind of the childhood stuff because I felt like I had done a good job uncovering that. And I went into reality work and
Mm.
all these things were kind of coming to the surface that I just could no longer be in this pattern. And I went through what I've been saying as my unraveling. And yeah, I had to speak my truth of what was happening. And I knew that we couldn't continue on in this cycle we were in. And yeah, and it was kind of at this point where, I'm either going to um, dissolve or evolve all the relationships around me, like myself, my kids, my husband, my parents, all of that. It was either going to dissolve or evolve with whatever I was going to tell them. And yeah, we are all evolving together and everything's better than ever, which is amazing. We're closer, yeah, more in love. Yeah, it's been really nice.
So powerful. And with your parents too, because often a lot of people come into this work saying, I don't feel close to my mum or my dad after all these years. There's still that pattern of feeling, hurt in some way from those relationships. How is that starting to open for you with them?
Yeah, you would often give me homework to stretch my nervous system and open up to my parents a bit more, which I was very resistant to. And it still is hard. But yeah, just opening up and having those little conversations that feel so hard to have. Yeah, you just keep talking to them and getting a bit closer every time you have a conversation with them and being a bit more honest with yourself and what's going on in your life.
It's so powerful. It's so powerful to do that. And I love that you've mentioned that we do the inner work, the processes and the meditations, and then we shift to the reality work where we're stretching our nervous system beyond that limited version that just keeps looping in the same ways. And it does take a level of bravery and a level of trust and a level of like, okay, we need to go there even though we don't want to go there. How have you found it being in the container where you can drop in 5 days a week and get reflections from me about where you're at and what you need to stretch into and the community that's in there? What's that been like for you?
Yeah, when I first started, I was a bit hesitant sharing. I've done a lot of women's circles and things, and I was like, oh, how's this going to work? I was kind of hoping it'd be more about me, but um, it's amazing what things you can find from other people sharing and how it relates back to yourself. And yeah, again, because you're not focusing on those details of someone's story and you're starting to see it through the unworthy, unloved, unknown wounds, other people's shares will remind you, oh, wait, that's something in me that I need to work on as well. And it's amazing also to just see you hold space for everyone and how you can follow everyone's kind of lives and journeys and just be able to pick out what's going on for them and give them homework that might be for them. But then you're like, oh, I might do that homework as well.
So good. It's such a beautiful field. Yeah, because when you're on the call, I feel your consciousness. You're just like showing me what the next step is. So it's pretty amazing, that relationship. And then within the container, you're right, everyone's sort of mirroring and reflecting and co-creating in their journeys, which is another gift for sure. So it's just been just an amazing journey, Liz. Is there anything else you'd like to share about the journey or about the ongoing journey for you?
No, just that if you are feeling stuck in these loops and you aren't getting anywhere with other modalities of therapy, definitely to try Allura, and her meditations are amazing. And just to see how far I've come in, I think, 3 months is incredible, because I've been trying to get to these core roots for probably 10 years and just haven't gotten anywhere close. And yeah, it's amazing to be here and I feel like I'm on the other side of it.
You're like a whole new human. Yes. I'm so grateful. Like you just seem so free in yourself and so connected to yourself and so alive, which is what I want to see for you and for everybody. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for letting everyone know. And yes, everyone is welcome to join this work. And it also surprises me. It just, when I witnessed you just stepping through things so coherently and just one by one, and then it's almost like there's a switch that flicks and it just all sort of lands in you, and then there's this freedom that comes. And I've witnessed you step that journey through, and it's just a real honor to be in this space with you and to know that you're co-creating such a beautiful life within you and all around you now.
Thank you. I feel like I'm in a really different flow of life, and it feels different. You'll know when it happens, and it feels amazing.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure to spend this time with you, and to say thank you, I'd like to share with you 3 beautiful meditations to explore your core wounding and a collection of masterclasses. You'll find these in your show notes. And if you feel the synergy to this path, know that it is available to you also.